going to do, well, it's an unboxing video, but it didn't come in a box, it came in a bag. I've just purchased a multifunction tester, a TC1. I mainly brought it for testing capacitors because I've got no way of testing capacitors successfully. This was quite cheap. It retailed at £13.99 delivered. So I thought, well, at that price, I'll get one, try it, see what it's like. So it comes with the unit, some test leads, what looks like a USB charging cable, some connectors, an LED, and a electrolytic capacitor. That's the 3 items. So let's just remove this. I like peeling things off like this. Right, can't return it now. Okay, so that's that. I won't use the leads. I won't use the components in there. Right, let's just open this. See what we got in there. Okay, so we got electrolytic capacitor and an LED, charging cable for the unit because it has a internal battery, and then we've got these 2 units here, which I believe are to do with calibration. But the one thing that I've noticed with this unit is it didn't actually come with any instructions, so I'll have to go online, see if I can find those. But yeah, not good it doesn't come with instructions, but I think it's pretty straightforward to use. Okay, we're going to do the calibration first on the unit. So to do that, we turn it on, put the parts in here, making sure it's all on different pins. Clamp it in, start it. Now it will come up and tell us to remove the device, so we have to take it out quite quickly when it comes up. There it is, and it's still going, which is good. So we'll let that go all the way up to the end. It was quite quick. Self-test end. 100%, all good. Okay, so we put a device in now. This is a 10 microfarad capacitor. Comes with the unit, 10.2 microfarads, VLOS 0.8%, ESR 1.87 ohms. Let's try an LED. And there you can see, it's a diode, it's 1.87 forward bias and 6 picofarads. So that's good for an LED. You can see it flash when it tests it. So that's very good. This is a 47 microfarad 10 volt capacitor. And this is what I brought it to test because I had these on a radio that I have and I wasn't really sure if they were any good. I've desoldered 2 of them. So I'll lock that in there. We'll press start. Testing. And that's made a 47 microfarad capacitor. 58.23 microfarads. It's identified it as a capacitor as well. VLOS 3.6% and ESR 1.4 ohms. Okay, so that's potentially no good. Let's have a look at what this one is. This is the other one I brought it to test with. So this makes a 47 microfarad capacitor, 60.06 microfarads, VLOS 3.7%, ESR 1.6 ohms. So if that's reading right, these capacitors are well out. Let's get a brand new 47 microfarad one, which I just happen to have off camera. Let's try that in here and see what that reads at. So this is brand new, never been installed. 45.72 microfarads. So for a 45 microfarad capacitor, that's pretty bang on. VLOS 1.7, ESR 1.2 ohms. So these two that I brought it to test, it's already paid for itself because they are no good. So I will be replacing both of those. But that's a very quick and easy way of testing a capacitor. So let me get another one, because I've just brought some more capacitors that came in the post today, and I have a bigger one. I've got this one now. This is a 1000 microfarad 25 volt capacitor. I might have to go in there. Let's see if it tries it in the next slot. Yeah, 1050 microfarad. So that's not too bad. Let's try another one. Okay, here we go. What have we got? 1057 microfarads, so they're pretty consistent. Okay, so I've got a brand new transistor here. Let's test that. Put that on. Just let it do its warm-up test. Right. This is an NPN transistor, a 2SC710. Let's see what we get for that. Oh, cool. So it's actually shown it as an NPN transistor, giving you also the base, emitter and collector. So it's told you pin 1, so the furthest pin to the left is the base, pin 2, the middle pin, is the collector, and pin 3 is the emitter. Oh, that went off then. That's really cool. And then it's giving you the HFE, the VBE and the IC. So it's the current 6 milliamp. So yeah, that's working okay. All good. Right, so that's my test done. As I say, it would have been good if it's come with instructions. I've still got to download the instructions and see if I can find them, because I expect this can do many more things. The other thing that this comes with as well is with these little set of leads, which will be handy if you're ever checking a device, say that you've just desoldered one leg in a circuit. So if we connect into here, I assume, so that one, and that one. Actually, let's just do 2, and I'll do the capacitor. So you put them down in there. It looks like they go that way. And then put them in. Right, they're in. Then they've got these handy little hooks on the bottom. So if you have a capacitor, you can lift it out, hook it on there, and you haven't got to hold it anymore, it's just on there. Make sure I get this the right way round. It's hard to see what you're doing with the camera in front of you. Right, okay, so that one. Hello, The black lead doesn't seem to want to. Huh, that worked well, just pulled the thing apart. Was that not? Ah, there's a little hole that it goes back into. That one's a bit bent by the looks of it. That's it, that's all it needed, a little bend. Right. So if I put that through there now. Yeah, now it's got it. Right, let's test it with those, see what we get. This was the 10 microfarad one again. So 10.14 microfarads. Perfect. ESR 0.00. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, these leads are a little bit delicate, I would say. But to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to use them. But they're handy to have, just in case you do ever need to use them. So they can go back into their bag. So that's a 10k resistor. It's giving it 9,953 ohms. So well within spec, 5%. Let's try a diode. Oh, haven't pressed it. There you go. Diode, so it recognises that one. And let's try a big RF transistor. And it is an NPN transistor, so you can see it recognises the base, the collector and the emitter. 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now I've been using this for about good week and a bit now, and I only had to recently charge it. So I'll show you the charging process. Very simple but very effective. Right, one thing you will need to do if you want to use the charging lead, I mean you can plug this into a laptop or anything with a USB port and charge straight from that. I've got an iPhone, I've only got 6S, and it comes with this, obviously with a USB charging lead, so I'm going to use, or I have been using, that as my charging source. So plug that in now. It goes in as such, and then the little red light comes on. When it actually gets charged, this LED will turn from red to green, then you know it's charged. I've already done that, so I know. So this, I only charged this up a day ago, so, and I have been using it, so it wouldn't take too long to charge, but it's working at the moment, and it doesn't seem to empty its charge out very quickly, which is good. And there's the unit fully charged. You can see the LED has now turned to green. And yes, I did buy this unit to help me with the final stages of the metal detector repair, because it'll be very useful for testing all the capacitors. Very pleased with that. The $13.99 delivered, you certainly can't complain with that. And that's going to save me a lot of time, especially for testing capacitors and even transistors as well. It's quite quick, isn't it? So, yeah. It's a TC1, I think it's an LCR TC1 multifunction tester. Highly recommend it. Get yourself onto eBay, that's where I got mine from, and get one delivered. Right, any questions, or you want me to try anything on here at all for you, then let me know and I will do a further video for you. So please comment below, but I hope you enjoyed the video.